The budget for the Marvels! Oi, Jesus. It's been like 2 days of like, oh yeah, there's been a reveal of like what the budget was for the Marvels, which, you know, obviously when you see it, you see the trailers. There's a significant budget? I kid, not really. But you know, I mean, they spent what, 212 million on Secret Wars, which a lot of us were like, holy crap, where did that go? Because it just seems like these budgets, again, this is part of the problem. This is part of what's going on in Hollywood right now when it comes to strikes and everything that's happening with these companies and these studios, is the fact that it's like, okay, we see these inflated numbers and then we look at the final product and we go, who pocketed all that? So when it comes to the Marvel's budget, it was first reported, I think, yesterday or the day before, that it was 130 million. Vanity Fair, talking, of course, to the director, Nia DaCosta, and that's a very interesting interview and layout because it's like, you know, she's says interesting things, talks about stress, talks about Kevin Feige in a weird way, talks about how she wasn't expecting all the white guys in the crew to treat her well, but they did. And then, of course, you know, when it comes to Vanity Fair, they always have to do like a photo shoot where they have to put you in like these weird costumes and just say like, hey, you know, pose right now, pose. And I'm like, just be a director promoting your movie. Not $130 million budget. No, of course not. Come on, we're not doing this. But, you know, Forbes released an article today that kind of just like shows something just a little bit different. But of course, there's a little bit of details, but I'm even questioning those details. Disney reveals $270 million bill for the Marvels. Okay, so again, this has just been kind of a weird thing. And, you know, and even some of the information that I got, it was basically saying like, yeah, there was probably something that when it came to the payroll and maybe even possibly like a payout to any of the actors or actresses that were in this movie kind of went, I don't know. There's like things, whatever, but let's look at it right here. Disney has revealed that it spent more than $270 million on making the Marvels, the latest installment, blah, 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 blah. The blockbuster budget is disclosed in company filings released yesterday by the Disney subsidiary, which made the movie. They show that over the 2-year period from the incorporation of the company to September 30th, 2022, that spent $274.8 million and banked a $55 million subsidy from the government of the United Kingdom where the movie was made. This brought the net spending down to $219.8 million, meaning that the movie will have to gross $439.6 million at the box office to break even, as studios get around half of the theater earnings. Passing the threshold might not be child's play. No, that's not how we measure the budget right here. It's always like 2.5 to 3. You have to times it by 2.5 to 3. So it needs to make over $500 million to really break even, okay? Or at least start making some profits or whatever the hell. So, I mean, I guess it's close when it comes to 439. It's close, but, you know, doing the math, you times it by 2.5, you know, it's going to be like in like 540 or something like that. So I don't know. It's all just pretty crazy. But I mean, obviously that was what was released today too. And I'm like, what? Don't believe everything you hear. That's pretty much what I'm saying right there. So, but you know, what can you do? I mean, this is Hollywood. This is what they do. They put out numbers. They're usually BS when it comes to a budget. To just try to be like, hey, guess what? It didn't cost that much to do that. Well, we're not buying it. But anyways, guys, love ya. Talk to you later.